take one of the top decks in Historic, add it to the Dimir card pool in Timeless on MTG Arena, and what do you get? It's Dimir Amalgam, and it's pretty darn sweet. That's right, welcome to the Attic ManaDad here. This is the channel where we play what is good in Magic, mostly on MTG Arena, and today, what is good? It's the Amalgam deck. Ever since Amalgam got added to MTG Arena, people have been having a lot of fun with this guy that keeps coming back from the graveyard. It's just a 3/3 for 3, but if a creature enters the battlefield from your graveyard, or you cast it from your graveyard, you bring back Prized Amalgam, tapped at the beginning of the next end step. Doesn't seem that strong, but it can be incredibly strong if you can get a bunch of these out all at once. And of course, we've got Glimpse the Unthinkable. Target player mills 10 cards for just 2 mana. We can use Founding of the Third Path's first ability to cast that for free and then get another 4 cards milled the next turn and then recast it the third turn. So that's pretty fun. Okay, am I crazy? We've got access to Dimir. We're not playing Brainstorm. We're not playing Orcish Bowmasters. Leave a comment, yes or no. Should this deck, are you crazy not to play Brainstorm or Orcish Bowmasters if you're in Timeless in these colors? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's take a look at more of the deck. The deck is pretty stacked. It's pretty lean, as you're going to see. It plays pretty nicely. We need a critical mass of creatures that come back from the graveyard. So we've got Siversmote Ghoul, which of course is going to be triggered by Creeping Chill. Creeping Chill deals 3 damage to an opponent. You gain 3, and when you mill it, you can play that for free. So that's going to trigger, bring back the Siversmote Ghouls, which is going to trigger, bring back Prized Amalgams. A little bit easier with Narcomoeba. If those just get milled from the library, those are going to come back. And then here it is. 4 of Bloodghast. This comes back with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may return Bloodghast from your graveyard to the battlefield. It cannot block, but that's okay. And then we have one of, but really, like, don't skimp on this card if you're crafting this deck. 2/2 flyer wonder for 4 mana. Why would you do this? Well, if it's in your graveyard and you control an island, creatures you control have flying. So this is like the finisher. You want to mill enough of your deck with the glimpses and other things to hit that wonder. Make all your guys 3/3 flyers, 3/1 flyers, 2/1 flyers. The people shocking themselves in this format, it really doesn't take a lot. It's like one hit flying over with the big army. Otherwise, we've got like other really efficient mill cards. Stitcher Supplier is nice. We can sacrifice it to Bone Shards, or the best thing with Bone Shards is putting some of these things like Prized Amalgam from our hand into the graveyard, where it's easier to get them out. 4 of Otherworldly Gaze, which is just a really efficient surveil spell, and if we end up milling it, we can use the flashback on it. 2 Merfolk Secret Keepers to round it out. Of course, it has the sorcery. Target player mills 4 cards, which we can also use with the Founding of the Third Path. And then there's an 0/4 blocker, which is not nothing in this format. Being able to block those Ragavans and things early on, pretty good. That's the deck, very efficient. Let's see how many lands we're running. We're running 18 lands, 2 islands, 2 swamps, 4 Dark Slick Shores, 4 Watery Grave, Bloodstained Mire, Flooded Strand, and 4 of the Polluted Delta. Deck list, as usual, in the description. Stick around to the very end. You'll get to see the real win rate of the deck, not just the games I was able to fit into the video. So let's go and try and smash some people from our graveyard with Dimir Amalgam. All right, I don't always say you got to watch the gameplay, but for this one, A, watch it because it's really fun, and B, watch it because, you know, you got to see how, it's easier to see how it works if you just see it in action, all right? So let's see if we can get it in action. We've got a Glimpse the Unthinkable on turn 2. We've got an Otherworldly Gaze on turn 1. I'm going to keep that. That's an easy keep. I am recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Okay. Up against Henyo. Henyo playing Blackleaf Cliffs. Going to be a Rakdos Burn. They're going to Thoughtseize Glimpse the Unthinkable, sadly. I did have an opponent when I was testing this out. I did have an opponent Thoughtseize a Bloodghast, and then I just immediately played a land turn 1, and it came back, and they were like, oops. So that's how it goes. I guess we'll just set up for Glimpse on turn 2 anyway. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. They crack the Bloodstained Mire. So is this going to be Rakdos Breach or Rakdos Burn? Looks like Rakdos Breach because they didn't do anything. Well, we're going to glimpse the Unthinkable. Let's see if we can get this party rolling. We do unfortunately have 2 of our payoff cards in the graveyard already. Creeping Chill, take that action. Hit your opponent. So what do we hit? We got a Bloodghast in there, that's about it. Not great, they're going to Bowmaster, but that's fine. It's a good target for Bone Shards. And I think I'll discard the Amalgam. Opponent plays a Blood Crypt, shocks it. They go to 12. Cruxa. Alright, well they're doing us a favor. We could put the Amalgam in. Really helping us out with the Cruxa. I've got to thank opponent for that. So let's Bone Shards. Ditch that. Bloodghast. Then we'll play a land. Whoops. Bloodghast coming back. Guess maybe technically we're supposed to play the Stitcher Supplier there first. Guess because we've seen opponent likes to make people discard, we'll just get it out of hand. Then we'll save the Flooded Strand to crack if they kill some Bloodghasts. They're going to bolt the Stitcher Supplier. I don't think opponent understands how our deck works. We actually want that. End the turn. We got 2 Amalgams coming back. There's also another Bloodghast in there, so actually we could crack the fetch and get another Bloodghast back. Opponent. They're gearing up to get Cruxa on the battlefield, I do have to say, is a little scary. They're not attacking. Let's activate this. We can just get an island or something. It's not gonna... Well, we could get this tapped. Bloodghast coming back. We're gonna maybe Lightning Bolt an Amalgam, it's looking like. Very resilient deck. You kill the creatures, they just come back again. Ooh, Merfolk's Secret Keeper. Mill some cards. And Narcomoeba. We even have a blocker. Opponent says, yeah, Bloodghast. Gonna Fatal Push another one. But they're in damage control mode now. They're at 4. I think we could do this instant speed, but Siversmote, and then let's keep Bounding of the Third Path. That's a good draw for next turn. It should be game over unless opponent can combo off here, but it looks like they're kind of a burn deck. He dealt me some damage. And that's right, opponent scoops it up. Dimir Amalgam taking down Rakdos Burn. This is also a really good deck to like get your wins and get them quickly. I love this. Either Secret Keeper or Stitcher Supplier, turn 1, Glimpse. Turn 2, opponent is going first, which is too bad, but what you gonna do? Hey, Dark Slick Shores, okay. Well, there goes Glimpse. Stitcher Supplier. You know, we got 3 Stitcher Suppliers, so that's kind of like almost a Glimpse the Unthinkable. Mishra's Wobble. Dimir, very strong. Very strong. Strong deck. Grixis. Potentially. Blue mana, but I don't want blue mana. I think I want black mana. Oh, Creeping Chill. Take that action. Opponent goes to 15. We get a Narcomoeba. Take that action. Did not hit any amalgams. We get a little feast for Orcish Bowmasters here. That's okay. Huh, okay. Sultai. Got an excellent Sultai video that should have just posted before this one, so check that out. And opponent cracks, losing more life. Snapcasters, get back Thoughtseize? You want to lose more life, opponent? Okay, I guess get rid of the Secret Keeper. We can hardcast our Prized Amalgam. I guess we will. Almost tempted to cast the Narcomoeba and then see if they want to discard. Cause this to discard. Opponent, would you like to block? They would not. They're gonna go to 6, and we're gonna cast an Amalgam. Just a 3-3 for 3, winning in Arena's most powerful format with, you know, fairly static creatures. Okay, Shieldred is actually kind of a problem. Not totally, you know, but like, kind of. Uh-huh. Well, let's do some serious surveilling. See what we get. Bloodghast, Watergrave. Founding the Third Path is interesting because that's gonna. We've got a number of Glimpse the Unthinkables that we can play off of that. But if I leave this on top now, then I'm gonna get one less surveil card seen with Otherworldly Gaze number 2. So I guess we'll just mill it. Sometimes you do this and you hit 2 Creeping Chills, like here. And that means we only have to deal 3. I think they can only block a certain amount. They decided to scoop it up. I think they might have been at 1. I don't know. Did you do the math? Let me know. But another win for Dimir Amalgam. The other question is, like, should we be running Thoughtseize in this deck or Inquisition of Kozilek? Like, putting their Underworld Breach in their graveyard in that last game might have been good. And the ability to Thoughtseize yourself and put one of your own cards in your graveyard, maybe. So, other than having Glimpse the Unthinkable, this seems like a mulligan hand to me. This is a keeper. And just put this Amalgam back. Back in the deck where it can do some good. Otherworldly Gaze. Wonder. Bloodghast. Yeah, we don't need more Folksy. Rather. There you go. Triumph. Kavu. Okay. 5/5 Kavu, turn 2. That's what that deck wants to do. So we had to play the land before we glimpsed there. Kavu can start eating our graveyard. So I guess what you would eat is the otherworldly mazes, possibly. We'll be able to kill that with bone shards. The thing about Brainstorm is you could set up the top of your deck. You can use it to put Narcomoebas and things back on top of your deck. If they're smart, they kill the Narcomoeba. Attack with the Kavu. I'll definitely be killing that with bone shards next turn. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Stitcher Supplier. I play that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Got an amalgam in there. Sacrifice a creature. Kill a 5/5. Mill 3 more. Creeping Chill. Take action. And then attack with just the Bloodghast, I think. I'm going to take the damage, okay. Well, we're still going to play Polluted Delta. And end the turn. Nishuba Brawler. Practice. We'll get a duel. We draw Founding the Third Path. What do we got in the graveyard? We got a Glimpse of the Unthinkable. We can't play that this turn or unless we shock in Watery Grave. That might be worth it. Oh, we got Wonder in the graveyard now. Alright, let's pay 2 life. They got nothing on us at the moment. Apply them for 5. Go straight to level 3. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Mill ourselves for 10. And there we go. 2 Creeping Chills. Take action. Taking down Domain Zoo. Domain Zoo, let's see. We'll see you. Up against Blue Canary. A sad person that things. Okay, so the other thing about this deck, I should say, is that it handles mulligans very well. Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards we don't want in our opening hand. We're happy to mulligan that. See if we can get a better opening hand. This is a better opening hand. Guess we'll lose one of our 3 bone shards there. We can Stitcher Supply. Let's see if we get Thought Seized for the 3rd game in a row. Against a Ludicrous deck. Some description. Probably Rakdos Burn. Shocks goes to 17. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Stitcher Supplier. Narcomoeba right off the bat. Yeah. Got a blocker for your Dragon's Rage should it ever hit the air. This is a better blocker on the ground, of course. Stitcher Supplier is just so annoying to deal with from the other side of the battlefield. I've definitely faced off and it's like, in the Breach decks, like, You need to kill it to get through with your damage, but if you kill it, you're just helping them out. We'll shock here. Let's see what we got. Get some otherworldly gazes and some creeping chills. Take action. Take action. And take action. Opponent is at 11. I think I'll just leave back the Stitcher Supplier. We've got this Narcomoeba to chump block if need be. We need to preserve our life total, but at 20, we're at 24 there at 9. So maybe we don't. I think I'm going to set a stop on the upkeep so we can otherworldly gaze at instant speed here. To set up the top of our deck. Okay, opponent is going for the breach already. What do they have in their graveyard? They don't have... Okay, they have a Dark Ritual now. How are they going to refill their graveyard, though? They need a Stitcher Supplier of their own. They might have it. Dark Rituals, Dark Rituals. Okay. No, they're just playing it off the fetch lands. Diabolic Intent. Goes and gets Stitcher Supplier. Yep. Alright, I think they might have us. We'll see. Unfortunately, with these breach decks, I have let them play it out, and sometimes they fizzle. So you just gotta let them play it out. There are 5 cards in graveyard, though, at this point. I think now they can keep sacrificing the Stitcher Supplier. There's 0 cards in graveyard. Dark Ritual. The Bauble they can just keep bringing back. Dark Ritual. Pretty sure they got it here.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
They've definitely played enough cards to get us with Tendrils. Their graveyard is exhausted once more. Dark Ritual. Okay, so they drew enough. There we go. There's the Tendrils. Okay. Finally saw it. Congratulations, Rakdos Breacher. Great deck for people who want to click a lot. Okay, played 5 games, won 3, lost 2, but we were in with a shot to win those other 2. I was, you might have seen, depending on what videos I put in here. So, pretty good performance. The deck plays pretty fast too. 5 games in just 33 minutes for a 60% win rate. 0% on the play, 75% on the draw too. So you would expect that to actually not hold up over time. You expect to win a lot more on the play. Interesting. The way that divided up. I guess we were on the draw quite a lot and on the play once or something. So a fantastic performance for hardly ever being on the play. So that's the deck. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. Check in on the subs here. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. I think we're at 841 at the moment. Let me fix this. We do a giveaway and get to 1,000 subs. So you still have time to join the elite first 1,000 subs and be here when we do the giveaway at 1,000. Thanks to everybody who's already become a sub. Check out, I have a bunch of other fantastic Timeless decks. Check them out here. the linked videos. This is ManaDad reminding you that Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it.